learners, visual learner, auditory learner, kinesthetic learner, all these learners. How do we get them the opportunity to be able to succeed in one class? And again, how do we do it without it becoming so complex? And do we really need to have an explanation of this tool, or can we provide one tool that can be used in many different ways? Again, this is something that we're not going to be able to do if we start watching the clock. It's going to take a lot of intensive effort. And we oftentimes are sabotaged by our own memory, our own instinct, and that's kind of status quo messing with us. So how do we take this idea? How do we get it to the point where all of us who are instructional leaders are talking about the what if? What if we do this, and then we can do this, and then it'll be better? So what is it? It's a digital learning platform that allows students, teachers, and parents to access Common Core content, packaged in a variety of formats, including standard-specific video archive teacher-taught lessons. These lessons could be from our local teachers uploaded, standard-specific online common formative assessments, and summative assessments that give teacher one-click feedback to how they can support students linked to standards, providing data to teachers to support learners, driving instruction, making sure all is individualized with deficiencies on specific standards linked, while assisting other learners to go deeper. Just give this example. Red means a student didn't do well and we need to give them supports. Blue means they did very well and we need to give them more opportunity. How do we do that? This is a portal for document sharing, course readings, interactive communication with students, teachers, and career professionals, not bound by time or place. Textbook replacement tool for teachers and students, a credit recovery acceleration tool, a tool to be embedded with to embed credit within another course, a supplemental tool to allow for quick teacher-friendly data analysis in order to modify instruction. What will it do? It will be a source of digital content aligned to specific courses and standards within the Common Core curriculum. It will be a resource to teachers linking existing standards-based lessons in Curriculum Crafter, a modified Curriculum Crafter intended to be viewed by more than just teachers. Provide best practice research lessons to teachers, and provide standard-specific assessment tools aligned for data to easily be collected, analyzed, and linked to standard-based content specific to each student's learning needs. Truly diagnose where a student's at, and give it an easy way for teachers to be able to say, hey, you need this, and I'm going to give it to you, and here's where you can find it. It can serve as a tool embedded credit, another course supported by content specialists, allowing for student credit-bearing opportunities beyond those limited by seat time. You can form ways to be able to use technology to support learners' needs at their time, flipping a classroom, doing the things that are necessary for a digital learner to be able to access instruction from a variety of sources. It can serve as an after-school tutorial, credit recovery, credit acceleration. This is something that we can do not in replacement of the teacher, but to enhance the teacher. It can serve as a tool to allow for students to expand credit-bearing opportunities, allow for flexibility in schedule, expanding learning beyond the limitations divided by time and place. Again, learners of the 21st century learn in different ways, and we have to teach them differently. It can link to the data warehouse and Curriculum Crafter in a way that allows for easy access by everyone, making these two areas, again with the guidance of, especially with the data following FERPA, allow parents and teachers and students to see exactly where they're at and where they need to go. Link them to the best instructors in the world, through the technology that's available to us. Why should we do it? I think that being data-driven, research-based, and student-centered instruction is the best practices model for increasing student achievement for all. And if we don't focus on those areas, then all students will not achieve, and that's just what research tells us. We want all kids to learn. They are the focus and the centerpiece of what we do, and we need to support all the things that we've aligned to be able to meet their needs. And we know that, yet we don't have a tool that links student content-specific data to research-based best practices and instructional strategies. In essence, we continue to guess because we don't have a tool to diagnose student-learner situations and how they learn best and how we can teach them best. So this diagnostic piece is essential. We need to get it in the hands of our teachers and do it now. So why create it? I don't know. Create an online learning program falls short on the ability to link the aligned sources available to students and teachers. We don't have it yet. E2020 is not the answer. It's a packaged format that doesn't connect with the learners as well as I think we can. Online learning platforms do not integrate well with data warehouse and other data collection tools to make this feedback to be able to support the teacher. As a standalone, it might work, sufficiently, but standalones only serve a few learners. whereas a tool like this, when applied correctly, can serve all learners. Again, we need to meet the needs of individualized learners supported by a content specialist. That's what has to happen. Online learning is not the replacement tool or the answer to our problems. We need to be able to produce linked access for each student to resources specific to that student's standards and content deficiencies. Imagine the day when you can look at your smartphone after you've taken a quiz immediately and get the remediation that you need via a digital platform. We need to be able to create a way to allow parents to translate existing programs into the way that allows us simple access to get to this information for kids, parents, everyone. It's simple to use, simplistic in the way that we change how the instruction is delivered. So how will this benefit teachers? Depending on the manner that we utilize it. Teachers will have an up-to-date digital textbook that includes standard-specific common form and summative assessments, a textbook that teaches, a textbook that has the what already embedded so the teachers can focus on the how, allowing for an effective diagnostic instructional plan for each student. Based on student data, scores on specific standards can drive teacher-directed and or student-directed standard-specific instructional experiences. So we teach them based on what they don't know or what they are interested in knowing more. Student performance on each standard can be linked to digital lessons. Students will have access to digital textbooks and learning from all different places, so students will definitely have a benefit from this. It will have opportunities to communicate with teachers, students, and career professionals, making learning relevant and engaging. The conversation never ends. It will be an opportunity to accelerate either as a standalone course, so it'll be enough depth to stand alone, or a diagnostic credit recovery or an embedded course within another to be able to provide flexibility for students. Now, how will it help parents? It will allow parents to engage in the learning process of every of their children in a meaningful way so that they can communicate and work as a collaborative partner. As parents review student achievement data from common formative and summative assessments, they can see what their children know and be able to be part of that. They can see what their children don't know, and they can link that to the specific standards that are available there. They can actually walk through this with them. They can work with their children for the process of remediation or in-depth enrichment exploration based on data. It will provide a point of commonality and understanding for parents to engage teachers and their children in the learning process so that they're part of this equation. Again, we have many ideas, and there's a lot of people who want to start things, but I think this is one of the ones that is worthy of finishing. So, and as we go through this, these are some questions that I'd be interested in getting some feedback on. Do you believe it's within the scope or mission of the Collaboration Committee to focus on the how of instruction? And if so, you can text your responses to this area. Next. Do you passionately believe that Collaboration Committee could continue to explore this IT process? And if so, send us a text and let us know where you think this should be. Again, do you believe there is a value in exploring a common platform that will allow the opportunity for county-wide common formative and summative assessments linked to the data warehouse? And if you do or don't, there's a text code there for you to be able to text your response. Do you believe we should link student achievement data to archived lessons in Curriculum Crafter and make them accessible via smartphones and web browsers? This is an important idea that would really change the portal of where students can receive their instruction. Do you believe there is a value in exploring the creation of a common platform aligned with the Common Core that could serve as a digital textbook? And I'd appreciate your feedback on that. Do you believe there's a value in creating a prototype of it in order to explore further the benefits and challenges? And what I mean by prototype is give people an opportunity to kick the tires and see whether there's value in it. And if so, what input would you provide to make that value of a greater asset? And as we start to close, we have great opportunities here. And it shouldn't be one of those things where in the end we wish we would have. So I appreciate your time. Thank you very much, and I look forward to your feedback.